Slam goes the car doors in the driveway and I jar my window. Second time, not as strong, but the first time, very strong. And jolt me out of what I'm concentrating on. Whatever I'm focusing on, whatever I'm doing, is destroyed by slamming sounds in the curtilage of my home, jarring my windows. Frequently. That was a normal shut of a door. The rest weren't. That music is too loud to be in the curtilage of my home right next to my fucking bed. Even though it seems like it might be at a comfortable, normal level. Light show from my room. Yeah. It's a regular old motherfucking disco around here, ain't it? Looks like we're not the only ones. This is my ceiling at 11:24 at night. You think that just happened once? No. I sat here and dealt with it and said, well, whatever, let it go. 3 or 4 fucking times at least. Now I'm holding up my fucking camera to the ceiling. 1:40 a.m. I got up because I heard this guy talking in front of my house. Not quite in front of my house yet, so it must have been pretty loud. I guess he must have been talking to himself. Maybe. I don't know. Right here. Right here. Well, I done called like 18 hours ago, y'all. Now is not the time. Okay, I turned that shit around. Okay, it says no, thank you now. That was 18 hours ago, guys. There's your fucking Christmas lights. Oh, I guess they can't find me. Might as well go to sleep. 2:52 in the morning is what time it is right now. It's 2:52 in the fucking morning. Here's what we're having at going on 3 in the morning. This is what we're having. You see where my flashlight's pointing? On my own shit. Go ahead and play your fucking loud ass music at 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Go ahead. Right next to my fucking bed. Go ahead and do that shit. Right. I'm going to another fucking room. Let me do it. Well, I'm trying to go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. This is what I get. I almost got a hankering to calling 911 and putting it on fucking speakerphone. You think I'm gonna turn my shit off just because you turned your shit off? I dare you motherfuckers to yell some shit. Go ahead, make sure my window's dry from your door slamming. And the beep, too. Because you know if the radio didn't do it, the beeping and slamming will, to wake my ass the fuck up, yeah? Whoever this is, pulling up right with them. Like I give a fuck. One thing after another at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. So I stood here and watched this motherfucker let his truck run for another goddamn 5 minutes. While I wanted to fucking go to sleep, and I can't go to sleep with some blah, 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 fucking shit. Bullshit. I'm sure the motherfucker's gonna roar back up in a little while, yeah? In about fucking 10 minutes, huh? Go get you a pack of fucking cigarettes or some shit, yeah? And then come back and back it up 3 fucking times. Saturday morning, 9:15. A while after the garbage men came and went, made all their noise. For some shit we'd had nothing to do with, of course. We had to hear the most fucking noise. I think they do that shit too early in the fucking morning to be that fucking loud. Of course, that's just me. So I got up and started recording because I heard people talking in the curtilage of my home, which I shouldn't fucking hear. And that fucking car shouldn't be that goddamn close to my house. None of it should. The property line splits the driveway in half. Both of those cars are trespassing on my property right now. I can have them towed. That's what I should do. After sending the bitch a notice, says don't park in the fucking walkway anymore. I can have the shit towed. At their expense. All I gotta do is say it keeps fucking waking me up. And Mom wants me to sleep on a fucking sofa when I got a goddamn motherfucking bed right there. Would she make my brother come out and sleep on a motherfucking sofa if somebody was bothering him in his room? Bullshit. I slept on a sofa my whole fucking life. I'm sick of it. I never had a fucking doorway to my bedroom. What's a closet, bitch? Well, I'll be god fucking damned it. Doors that close quietly. That you don't have to slam and jar my fucking windows with. And jolt me out of a sound fucking sleep the way you motherfuckers do. So to reiterate, what happened is for a good 5 minutes or so, maybe even 10, it didn't fucking matter. It didn't matter to me. The garbage man with his fucking noise, okay? And it passed. And it was keeping me awake in the very early morning hours. It woke me up. So what? It's a fucking garbage truck. I could went back to sleep. Then I hear fucking talking in the curtilage of my home. You know what I mean? Right next to my motherfucking wall of my house. Right on the other fucking side of the wall from where I sleep. I'm hearing loud talking. So now I'm fucking up. I'm up. Not fucking up. I'm up. Everyone else is fucking up. So I must be too. Motherfuckers. Why does everybody have to come in the curtilage of my home and make noise early as fuck in the morning? Every goddamn fucking day. I don't get it. And fuck them. Because it's fuck me. So Saturday morning was not unlike any other morning. Whereas, something will wake me up. Today, it's the garbage truck. Okay, that's once a week. The garbage truck will have me slightly awake in my sleep, in my bed. More than half awake, okay? When the motherfucker's gone, I go right back to sleep, okay? But not today. Today it was the garbage truck. About 8:30 or so. Maybe even 7:30. Okay. I go slightly back to sleep for a minute, so it seems. Then I'm woke back up by Mom's alarm because she has to get up at 9 o'clock in the morning and take her pills and then go back to sleep till fucking noon. I don't get it either. Why do I have to be woke up by a fucking alarm clock? What if let's say we're all 3 fucking roommates? How does a roommate get to wake me up with their fucking alarm clock? Make it make sense. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, alarm clock, it's every day. And then, like the garbage truck, I hear the fucking shit, it's keeping me awake, then I go back to sleep, okay? As soon as I fucking go back to sleep, I hear somebody talking next to me outside the fucking wall of my house, right fucking there. Bullshit. So I dialed 911 again today and didn't say anything. What the fuck are they gonna do about it? Exactly. And I told the motherfuckers at the inpatient, as I'm signing the intake form under duress for involuntary while they're making me sign a fucking intake form. Hello, you're involuntary committing something and you're making them sign a fucking contract, yeah. So I put VC after my fucking name. And when I signed their release for my brother to contact me or for two-way communication between them and my brother so I could call my brother to see what's going on, why my mom's phone was shut off suddenly, yeah. The last few on fucking Thanksgiving, motherfuckers. Not this Thanksgiving, but last Thanksgiving, had her fucking phone shut off on fucking Thanksgiving. So I'm depressed in the fucking mental ward because I felt like I was thrown away. I could only imagine the fucking worst. Okay, so back on track here, off my tangent. So I'm signing the fucking consent of release of information two-way communication form for my brother. And I put VC after the name, after signing my name, after my signature, and told the social worker that I signed that under duress, just like I signed the intake form when I first got here. She heard that shit. She said, well, in that case, I'm not going to scan it in. I more or less said, bitch, you better. And my point was that I told them very specifically, hear me out now, hear the exact phrase I used, this is going to be detrimental to my health, my mental health. This is going to be detrimental to my mental health is what I'm telling these motherfuckers as they're having me sign an intake form when they abducted me, telling me they're not trying to remove me from my home. And wouldn't even give me a copy of the fucking court order, wouldn't even let me see it. Just coerced me to go with them. They criminally coerced me to leave my home after telling me they're not trying to remove me from my home, which is exactly what the fuck they were trying to do, the probate court officers. I thought they were the police. I didn't know shit. I was in fear while being abducted by the system that's supposed to protect me. Because I asked my caseworker to get me injunctive relief forms, and the bitch wouldn't. That's obstruction of justice, removing me from my salon that I'm trying to get help for because I asked for help. And I didn't make the point, so I'm still here talking. The point was, this is a detriment to my mental fucking health. This is. And one more thing is, I shouldn't feel or act like this on a Saturday fucking morning. I should be happy like a little kid watching cartoons. I should be retarded and stopped aging at 9 or 10 years old, maybe even 2, like everybody else did. On a side note, this is how much toilet paper is left. It might be enough. And it smells like fucking mildew, like shit mildew in here. So yeah, there are some other issues that arise, like me putting a spare roll of toilet paper there, and for nobody else to replace it when they grab it and use it up. You know, this is like some shit a dad would say, you know? Like, quit leaving your fucking toothbrush on the fucking thing right there, or whatever, you know. The fucking wet wipes were dry. Let me say the wet wipes were dry. I'm gonna go get another roll of paper, or toilet paper for there and for there. And yeah, another big thing about that is us 3 sharing this fucking bathroom doesn't work. That's not fair to us. And yeah, the moment I stepped out of that motherfucker and walked through the kitchen, I didn't even get to this fucking doorway, and I'm gagging from the sewer gas I was exposed to. So 10 a.m., like it or not, I'm fucking awake. I'm up for the day at 10 a.m. Says some other motherfucker talking in my driveway. What motherfucker? Immediately, in the same motherfucking minute, I hit stop on record. I'm hearing this motherfucker talk. In my house, I'm hearing it. And I don't have my windows open. Here's my motherfucking bed right here. Here's the motherfucker talking by my bed. Early as fucking in the morning. Good thing I'm awake, right? The same motherfucker that woke me up by talking. Talking on his fucking phone there. And I gotta listen to it. How about I can smell the fucking cigar now? In my bedroom. I'm hearing talking and smelling cigars in my bedroom. And my point is, motherfucker, you don't live at my house. But you're at my house. You're in the curtilage of my home. Disturbing my peace. How'd you like it if I did that shit? Came to your house and kept you awake in the morning. How would you like that shit? Now I don't hear him, so I don't have shit to say. Except for the cigar smoke. Smell. He keeps looking out the corner of his eye over here. I can't tell you why. Let me zoom on his face so next time he turns it over here, we can say, look, he's trying to look in our fucking window. Yeah. Yeah, he keeps peeking over his shoulder at me like I'm going to do something to him. Look, he's wearing Crocs, y'all. What are those? Hold the fuck up. Are those... They're Crocs. They're Crocs brand. They're fucking Crocs brand, bro. Do I need to say more? Look how tight that motherfucking pants is. I smell more than just his cigar. I smell his odor coming into my home. I smell his scents and his essences. And I shouldn't. So if it comes down to you exercising your right to autonomy is violating my right to autonomy, you're victimizing me. Because I don't smoke. And this is a non-smoking home. But smoke is coming in.
I will find any little fucking thing to bitch about when I'm being blasted out of my fucking sleep. When the windows are being jarred by the fucking doors closing of the car. Because a motherfucker wants to be rude and slam it as hard as they fucking can. Because they don't like me. Because I didn't like the noise they were making in my fucking driveway. People don't like me because I don't like what they do. When they're fucking wrong doing it. There's me in a fucking nutshell. Bitching and complaining about people escalating shit. Instead of doing the right thing. And just fucking acting normal. Not doing stupid shit to piss everybody off when you know goddamn well it's annoying the shit out of them. You do it more. You tell them they need God and shit. Fucking really. Here's the thing about recording from a public place. I'm in a public place. Let's say I'm in a public place. I'm past the public place. I'm part of the public place. Looking at you, filming you, through your door. You might be in your dining room or on your sofa in there, and I'm filming you, and it's all right because you have your door open. Your place is open to the public, literally, physically. I can see in, the air can move in and out. It's open to the public. Doesn't mean I can walk the fuck on in. No, not necessarily. Unless it was known somehow or somebody told me that it was open to the public. You know, like fucking Walmart or some shit. It would be general knowledge that it's open to the public. Who tells us this? Who tells us Walmart is open to the public? Who tells us that house isn't open to the public for you to walk in and look around and say, I want to buy this or that and the other thing, for them to not look at you crazy and tell you you're trespassing? Who tells you all this shit? Nobody does. You're just to assume. You go on the main road behind 2 streets behind here, and you see the shops that are open for business, and you're not sure which ones are actually stores that sell shit or some rinky-dink bullshit. Who knows? You know, some of these are apartments. You don't know the fucking difference. You can walk up to a storefront fucking door and go to open it and be walking into somebody's apartment. There doesn't need to be an open sign. There doesn't need to be a sign that says open to the public. Do you see a sign at Walmart that says open to the public? No, you don't. You just walk on in assuming. So how the fuck does that work? We make it work. Because we use our common fucking sense. We don't walk into somebody's shit. We go to Walmart and shit. You know, like the corner store. If you don't know if it's a fucking corner store, you might be hesitant. You might just open the door, peek your head in and say, hey, is this a store? Or, you know, you wouldn't just barge the fuck on in. You use common sense. You don't try to be a dick. You try not to be a dick is what I mean. You try not to do dumb shit. People might not like, you know what I'm saying? You conform unless it's wrong too. That's my thing. I'm not going to conform to some corrupt fucking bullshit. I'm not going to assume like everybody else that they can do whatever the fuck they want. Unless I can't fucking do anything else because they won't let me do what they're supposed to. So yeah, I'll walk in any motherfucking place I please. This kind of relates to the 6 fucking times I was arrested for possession of marijuana. And I didn't know it was illegal to possess the shit. And they're telling me ignorance is no excuse, more or less. Well, motherfucker, it is. How was I supposed to know? Just like how was I supposed to know you're supposed to have a fucking light on your bike? You're just going to penalize me for it. But you'll give people warnings for speeding on the highway. Because somehow they didn't fucking know? Suck my balls. Till one swells up twice the size of the other and call it cancer. And cup my fucking nuts in your hand for 3 seconds and look up at me with a grin telling me, no, you don't have cancer. By cupping my fucking balls. Fuck you all. And that hopefully concludes Alan's Saturday morning rant. Do you see what the fucking shit is doing to me? It's this. Well, you got me in impatient, and I'm telling you I'm a trafficked human, and you're holding me hostage to take a pill at my delusional mother's word, and you got me in group telling me about positive stressors. Yeah, okay. So now at 10:15 a.m., my room smells like Black & Mild cigars and whatever cologne that fucker took a bath in. 10:17, I hear bullshit talking on my fucking porch. Motherfuckers talking on my porch. Unannounced and uninvited. Just yuck it up on my porch, why don't you? You're disturbing my peace, you're unannounced and trespassing. I'm asking you to leave off my porch and don't come back, please. Professionally. That's how you politely put someone in their place. That's how I politely ask someone something. And this is how it's supposed to go. But when they give me a fucking attitude, that's not when I lose my shit. That's when they lose my respect. Sometimes I want to spit on their fucking faces. Watch these bitches come up on my porch. Dumb bitches not paying attention. I doubt it. So I'm supposed to be paranoid. These bitches are going to come on my fucking porch trying to tell me I need God. Right? Come to violate my right to autonomy and tell me I'm going to hell as a sinner unless I accept their God. It's exactly what the fuck they're here to do. And no, I didn't have an attitude about it because people want to do what they want to do. I get that. They feel they're making a difference. They might be going about it the wrong fucking way, but they're told this and that, so that's all they can go by. I get it. What's important is people get me the way they did just now. Because that's how I'm told it's supposed to go. And I'll be goddamned if it don't. 10:23, it's chirp chirp of the car horn. Beep beep. Is what it sounds like. Beep beep beep. Beep, beep. The same shit I'm hearing yesterday in the evening time when the kids are fucking around, the little girl or whatever, sitting there, beep, 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 with the fucking horn across the fucking hour time period. One thing after another around here. You know it. Then another one just now before the girl even gets to the house. It's got to go. Bim. Is there someone in it, or you just locked it? Are they beeping at you to get your attention? That's not what the fuck is car horn is. Should I hear it just because you lock your fucking door? That's absurd. That shit needs to be recalled. All of it. Every fucking car that has an alarm that goes wee wee or beeps when you lock the motherfucking door, it needs to be recalled unless it doesn't do that at nighttime. Unless it doesn't do that within proximity of someone else's home to where it's going to disturb their peace too. How about that? How's that shit sound? How about the shit is ass motherfucking backwards? Your temporary tags should look like that. I can read the shit from here. I can read every letter and every number on the motherfucker. And here's what your standard tags should look like. I can't read the motherfucker. I can't even make out the fucking numbers. My eyes are slightly better than the zoom of the camera. All I see is a fucking barcode. US 1109011. And that's not even any of the fucking numbers. Maybe the US at the front. That should be your regular tag. That should be your temporary tag, because idiots need to be identified easier. Get a license to go fishing. For what? To make sure you do it the right fucking way? Is it that you can't be charged for taking a fish that's too small if you didn't know better because you don't have a license, so you just get charged with not having a license? So you mean to tell me having a license is going to make it so you don't take fish that are too small? Fuck you all. We don't need a license to take food from the fucking land. How sick is that? There you go, for a good metaphor of a parable there. You don't need a license to do a scrap operation, which is illegal to do in a residential area. And you can't get in trouble because you're not registered, you don't have a fucking permit to do it, they don't inspect your shit at all, you're not going to get any violations. So you do it without a permit, and that's just fucking fine because this is America. You've set off fucking fireworks, not on just 4th of July, even though it's illegal to. Here, you do it anyway. It's illegal to, so you do it anyway. And I agree with that. I wholeheartedly fucking agree with standing up against oppressive bullshit that's absurd and makes no goddamn sense. For you to have to fucking file a permit to do something that you could have just done anyway, that you're going to do the same anyway. Unless it's disturbing someone else's rights, like their peace. I used to say, you can do all the fucking dope you want over there, over there. Don't bring it around here with your fucking dope-ass attitude. You know, I don't want that around me. As long as you're not affecting me, I don't give a shit. But what lies under that is you're going to be affecting others. Especially with dope, you're going to be ruining your family and everyone around you. It's a fucking fact. When you're an addict, that is. The concept was, go ahead and fucking do the shit as long as it doesn't bother me. And that's not the right fucking concept, because it's going to bother you. It's people doing shit they're not supposed to because it bothers people. It's eventually going to bother someone. And supposedly, you got no right to act. You can't file a claim for something that's being done to someone else because you're not involved. You're not the victim. The fuck kind of shit is that? I mean, you can get representation, but you can't send the representation to someone who's being abused by somebody else. But you can go right out into the fucking street and knock out whoever's attacking them. How ass backward is that? If something's happening to somebody else, they shouldn't have to say shit. It's me the witness, and I want to take action. I want to protect that person. I should have the right to. I shouldn't have to pass no motherfucking bar to do so either. And another thing is, I don't have to pass that fucking bar to represent myself and defend myself like they won't let me. But I could. I'd pass that motherfucker the first time blindfolded. Try me. See? People talking and passing isn't gonna keep me out of my sleep. But when they're standing there gaggling all day, that's different. Yakking. Standing there fucking yakking right at the corner of my motherfucking home. Bullshit. You can get that the fuck out of here. So Google says I should send a letter, certified mail. What the fuck does that prove? Does certified mail prove the contents of the shit? What if I send the bitch a blank motherfucking page, certified mail, and I write out a fucking thing that says I want you to stop parking in the fucking driveway, and I send her a blank page? Is that certified mail proof that I sent her what it says on my copy? No, it fucking doesn't. I'm just as well videotaping me putting the letter in a motherfucking envelope and saying, fuck, ask the mailman's permission and put a stamp on it and tell him, can he put it in there for me, or can he let me put it in there instead of, save you all the trouble of going through the system, and you have the authority to drop it in there or let me drop it in there because there's postage on it and blah, 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 blah. Your policy might be, your protocols might be, you have to take it to the office and have it ran through. And motherfucker, please, I'll put this shit right into the fucking mailbox myself. Were they going to charge me for it? Charge me with defending myself? When I reported that OnTrack was putting packages in my mailbox and they won't do shit about it. Yeah? So I think that's better than, your electronic receipt of delivery. Because that doesn't prove shit, does it? There's this UPS guy. I got a package going out. It's scheduled for Monday between 6 a.m. and noon. Just saying. Hell, I can give it to him right now. I don't have to wait till no motherfucking Monday. He's here right now. That's how their protocol goes. If they're here right now, I can hand it to him right now. Let's see if he's coming this way. Let's go ahead and put it on out there. Just put it on out there. And if he's coming here, UPS out. And it's right there. You'll be able to see it if he comes on the porch, right? UPS out. Oh, he's not even coming here. So I better go catch him. I don't need to. I can wait till Monday. But here's the opportunity, right? Okay, here he comes on the way back. I'm trying to catch him. I guess. Hi, I got outgoing. Can I get to take it? UPS. UPS here. Thank you.
What are you doing? I picked up today.
Well, I thought it was your policy that if I catch you, I can get you to pick it up, even on the street.
I wasn't told that.
Uh-huh. So you have my package now. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I'd rather be recording like this than back up here.
That'd be inappropriate. See, this is my thing. I'm being abused by authority. That's abuse of authority. Never in my life has a UPS guy told me that he can't accept my package. Ever. Because it's their policy to accept it wherever they are. I dare you to throw it back on my porch. I dare you. You'll get reprimanded. So there's a package with a UPS shipping label on it that I handed to him, that he took from my hands, that he said he's going to throw back on my porch. I think it's your job to figure it out. As if someone threw it into your truck. If you were here to drop something off and that shit said UPS out, and you were here to drop some shit off at my house, you would pick it up and take it. Because that's your job. Now do your job. Don't disgrace me by abusing your authority, because that's bullshit, and I'm autistic and I'll take offense to it. Of course, not personally. Because business is business. There's this guy standing here for a good fucking while. That was not the one that had an attitude with me, so I didn't have an attitude with him. No, I didn't. You see, I didn't. And look, he's doing his job. Truck number 1711986. 171986. Abuse of authority and disrespecting me. That's customer abuse. And he's blocking my fucking driveway. Good thing he parked properly, or that garbage truck wouldn't have been able to squeeze through. You know, like he parked a foot from the fucking curb. Yeah. He sure ain't bringing my shit back. He's gonna tell me we're not picking up today, and he might just throw my shit back on the fucking porch, is what he said to me. As if I ain't got enough problems, if I ain't got enough people making fucking trouble for me, harassing me and shit. I should go spit on that motherfucker, right in it, right in his seat. Fuck you. While he's standing there, looking up, how he can fuck me. So do you see the parable here? Do you understand the motherfucking metaphor? While I'm trying to get my shit done, while I'm trying to conduct business in a professional fucking manner, some motherfucker is gonna have me stand out there in the motherfucking cold, waiting and nervous to see if he'll take my fucking package or not. When that's his fucking job too. 10:48. Like I said, it's one thing after another around here, and I would be scared to walk by that dog with it not on a leash. I don't give a fuck if you're just going to your truck. That's bullshit. I don't give a fuck how friendly your dog is. If I gotta do it, you gotta do it. Why the fuck would I get in trouble for it and other motherfuckers wouldn't? Exactly. Oh, we're gonna postpone all that noise? Okay. There we go. Off to work. Let's get it. Homeboy is knocking on his tires. Come on, one for the audio. There we go. Can you go to sleep with that noise? Do you think that would just lull you off? Or would you have to wait until that shit was gone? Do you think it would let you sleep if you were sleeping and that shit pulled up and just sounded like that for a good 5, 10, 15 minutes? Don't you think that would wake you up? It might not. But if it did, wouldn't you be pissed that it did? And it's all the way the fuck over there. That tells you something's wrong. It's disturbing my peace. It's wrong. Because that sure enough fuck ain't peaceful. Maybe wind chimes are peaceful. They're not the same. And no, it's just not just for a couple minutes. Because we're at a couple minutes. And no, you don't have to warm up your vehicle like that. Unless it's freezing outside. Yeah. There's a fucking sewer gas again. All the way the fuck in here. Oh yeah, we got some action here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put that on your OnlyFans. Yeah, shove it. Yeah, shove it. Make it fit. Like, fucking why? You drove the shit up like that. Bruh. Well, maybe he's special. We all are allowed to be special. The real rig's alcoholic log hauling truck. It'll fall apart before you do. It'll lose its shit right before you do. I don't know, maybe it's the fuel pressure regulator or some shit. He had to look back at me. He's putting on an ass show for me. Maybe he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If that were my wife, I might be gay too. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna shut up now. So I went ahead and dry heaved and gagged and burped up air over the sink and spit up a little saliva and mucus. You know, it's all good now. And 10:56 a.m. after I cut, I went and dry heaved and spit in the garbage can some more. In the garbage can. Just spit. Not too much. I don't like to spit too much in the garbage can. And in that moment, I was wondering, do they make a pill to make me stop doing this? So I went and turned the exhaust fan off in the bathroom so the sewer gas stopped seeping into the house. Because who else is going to turn it off? Motherfuckers, I'll have you know that I bought an exhaust fan box, inset system, the box. And with it, I bought a timer dial, a 120 volt timer dial that you click on and set to the time and it turns the motherfucker off, or it would. I bought that motherfucker and it was sitting on the shelf at the first place 2 houses ago. That shit was sitting on the shelf along with all kind of fucking outlet conduit boxes and shit to fix that motherfucker up. I left that shit there. I hope they took the fucking nudge. I hope they got the fucking inkling that I left that shit there for them to fix the fucking place up with. Oh, my point was I was ready to install that shit. Even shoot the fucking shit smell air into the basement. Like we didn't have an exhaust fan. We just had a window that opened. In the place after that, a motherfucker had the nerve to tell us, oh, well, you just open the window and hope a draft comes through. You go open another window in the house, and that's how you exhaust your bathroom. You hope a draft comes through. So at 2 houses ago, I was ready to set that shit up, and they constructively evict us and gave us some bullshit fucking eviction threat. It wasn't a notice. It wasn't an eviction. It was a criminal threat to evict us for no fucking reason. What was the point? I was fixing up your shithole you constructively evicted me from. Now it's in limbo. Suck my dick. When I came home from California after being gone for 10 motherfucking years to see that my mother's living in a rental fraud fucking slum, I could have told you right then and fucking there will be hell to pay. Try me. So what's one of the first things that happened when I was living there? The shit and mold made me fucking deaf. And on a side note, a motherfucker downtown at the housing kiosk says I can't file for injunctive relief against my slumlord because I'm not damaged, and I tell him more, and he's telling me I'm changing the story. I go up to the administrative office, and they're hiding the misconduct forms until the next fucking time I go there a week later and demand them. I didn't even fill the motherfucker out. That should say a lot. I sure enough fuck did copy out word for word the injunctive relief forms he handed to me and told me I couldn't file on some fucking sketch paper, and took it back up to the courts a week or so later to have the bailiffs try my case outside the fucking courtroom in the hallway, more or less. Yeah, that's how your justice went. And I'll shut that shit down by saying, after an hour, these motherfuckers making me run around their shit like a wild chicken, the goddamn clerk of courts won't tell me why they can't accept what I wrote out as it was. She couldn't tell me why. Besides not being notarized, she couldn't tell me why. She couldn't tell me, is it not the right legal size? It's not the right paper type. What is it? She couldn't tell me. Because she knew goddamn well that I could have got that shit notarized on a piece of motherfucking sketch pad and they had to accept it. Well, she wouldn't tell me why they couldn't accept it. Well, she's telling me falsely that she couldn't accept it like this. She wasn't talking about no notary. And yeah, I do remember that Justice Center from when I was like 5 fucking years old, when that same goddamn elevator didn't work. The elevators don't work and the water should be free. I said it. Also, I remember when I was 5 or 7 years old, I remember the kiosk. I specifically remember that shit. My mom even had to get something she doesn't remember. And one of the things I distinctly remember, and I'm pretty sure I was 5 years old, is being at the clerk of courts with my mother for some reason or another, and some man was in front of us getting serviced by the attendee, and she was telling him that it had to be submitted in triplicate. And she's telling him to go get 2 more copies of the thing. And he's saying, well, shouldn't that be your duties? Because you're the, I don't know the word, receptionist or the clerk. Yeah, the clerk. Because you're the clerk. You work in an office. And there's a copier right behind you, and it doesn't cost you anything but a piece of paper and some ink. So the bitch had to say you're right and make him 2 more copies and file it because it was her job to. Do you see how that's abuse of authority? Telling other motherfuckers to do your job because your boss needs it turned in that way. Suck my dick twice. $11:15. Yeah. Slamming sounds coming from the ceiling after I pick the phone up to record the creaks and groans and say, this is when the creaks and groans are starting today. Aggravating shit lingering over my fucking head. The squirrel's waving at me. There's 2 of them. Do you see why I expect something to go slam over my fucking head from the ceiling when I hear creaking and groaning and shit that I shouldn't hear in the first place? Because it is what the fuck it is, isn't it? Oh, they can't be that loud. You're hearing impact sounds of their feet as they walk across the floor. It would be ridiculous for you not to want them across the fucking floor. Delete the context and I'm fucking crazy. So here I stand with my motherfucking camera instead of enjoying my life. Oh no, don't film people you can see. And remember, don't record what's going on in your neighborhood. Don't point your camera at people who are in the public. They might point their camera back at you, telling you how wrong you are for doing so. This used to be me. Some get your ass to work type shit. When other motherfuckers are paid to do this shit, and they get paid for not doing it, and you fucking do it instead. There it is. There it is in a fucking nutshell. And these sick-ass fucking slumlords, while they're defrauding you, they expect you to leave the place in a better condition than you found it. They expect it. Because what the fuck else are you going to do about it? Do shit. That's how it's fraud. And at 11:20, as soon as I put my fucking phone down, that shit starts creaking and groaning again. And just because you're a girl don't mean you're special. You're going to get out there and do that shit too, you know what I'm saying? You're at least going to hold the bag for them or something. You're going to bag the shit up after they rake it, whatever. You're going to have your part in it. Because you ain't special just because you're a girl. Let me tell you about not being special. Let me tell you about being unspecial. Let me tell you about how I was neglected my whole motherfucking life, and then even worse, I was treated with favoritism when my brother came along. I wonder why that is. Here I am off on a tangent in my dining room, just thinking about how it's discrimination, sexual-related discrimination, to say you only want to deal with a female when it comes to business or something, you know. And I was thinking about, what about if all your female counselors, all the females involved in your case, all the females involved in your life, well, you know, I'm not really going there, have been the ones who have abused you. Let's say that's the case. Let's say you feel that's the case. You should have the right to tell, for example, your counselor, I don't want to see any more female counselors. I only want to see males now. Now, that's not illegal discrimination. That's a preference. There's a huge difference. The law doesn't count on private levels where you can agree to shit like that. Like they can agree that, oh, you only want to see male counselors from now on, and when you want a replacement, obviously it's going to be a male. They have to cater to your fucking needs as the client. There's a difference. The customer's always right. And no, they can't say, well, we won't see you because we only deal with males or females. That's discrimination, but they fucking do it anyway. It shouldn't be that way. I should have been on track with what I was trying to point out, that sometimes things are one-sided for a reason, so they can't tell you fuck off because you're a girl or a boy. But you should be able, it should still be one-sided the other way, where you can have it known that you're sexist, and you're allowed to be under those circumstances where you don't want to speak to any females in their organization anymore. That's rightful. But when you find out shit's one-sided against you when it isn't supposed to be, you feel fucking trapped and you want out. Because it's bullshit, and you're gagging. You might even be dying from the shit. Maybe I should dial up 911. I'll wait till later on tonight or tomorrow morning and work up the nerve to actually speak on the phone with my severe social anxiety when they left me in a drugged state and this and that. Anyway, let me call them up and tell them. Tell them what? Yeah, I got sidetracked, whatever. Tell them what? Tell them again how I'm sitting here on my sofa gagging and puking from sewer gas and nobody will do anything about it. And tell them how I told them this shit about a week ago, I think. Uh-huh. So I said, fuck it. And at 11:30, I called 911. And I'm telling them all about my emergency is, like I said, that I'm sitting here gagging and puking on my sofa. And they're suggesting the fucking police and the fire department and this and that. I'm like, what are they going to do? And then going back to the police house. I told them twice, 2 or 3 times they've been here. I told them when we've told them it's in the fucking call out that we're victims of rental fraud and this is a slum and this and that. And how I was promised a week ago a visit, an emergency inspection from the health department and this and that and the other thing. Well, the end of that call pretty much went, you fucking figure it out. It needs reported. You figure it out. This is the emergency. 11:58. Red. Hyundai. I guess it is. Hyundai. Can't see the drivers though. Whatever. And it don't help to pay attention to certain details like a little tree hanging from your rear view. No, that don't really help. It might though. Now, if I could see that person in there and see if that was that girl from yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure. That would be suspicion of stalking. Let's see if it's the same fucking girl when she drives by. Let's stand here and wait for this, whoever it is, to drive by while he's sitting there, just sitting there. Kind of like yesterday, but like I said, I can't be sure if it's the same car. I don't even know if it's the same exact color. There's somebody sitting there in a red SUV looking car, wagon looking car. Yeah? Leaning their head forward. Or whatever. I'm not seeing anything. Negative. It was not the same vehicle. 1201. But they were sitting there just the same, just sitting there, nothing else, just sitting there. Not dropping anybody off, picking anybody up, sitting there. Uh-huh. But down here, unnoticed, we got a regular old fucking convention going on with that shit. Look how many motherfucking cars that are never there. That are there. Line the fuck up. Oh yeah, right? So this is high noon. Camera speaker? Oh, he's not. Stop talking. You heard it. You see it. This is high noon. This is how quiet it's supposed to be outside and around the house. Yeah, definitely is. This is high noon. This is noon. Quiet. No, it's dead silent. Because they're asleep. And I should be quiet so I don't wake them up. Okay, whatever. And as soon as I sit down at 12:09 p.m., I hear these creaks start to go again. Other than that, this is pretty much how it should be. Yeah, it should be quiet for me. Except I was woke up this morning. I shouldn't have been woke up. I should have woke up on my own naturally. That's how I wake up. Fuck y'all waking up to fucking loud noises and shit that you set to make happen yourself so you can get up at the time. Fuck all that fucking bullshit. Conform to the general consensus of what you should be. And toss out your right to your autonomy. Like it's a bag of shit through the window. Go ahead and put yourself beneath another man who's making money off of what you're doing and you're not. Go ahead and fucking do that shit. Go ahead and do that. That's what is my life. I should struggle for what's mine was taken away from me in the first place, like these homes. Free the water, motherfuckers. You can't pay me enough to shut up. And my injunctive relief that I wrote out that they denied, even letting me file, rhetorically and literally, I can say, the cover letter said to the bastards that be. And of course I didn't start recording before the noise, because that wouldn't make any sense, would it? The car horn was so faint, it doesn't matter that I missed it. Just saying. But the whap sound at 12:21 kind of made me think, hey, what the fuck was that? And get up to see what it was. Because it sounded like it was right alongside my house or some shit. I should be fucking used to it, yeah? No, it wasn't the fucking plant pots that were rattling from their doors slamming. It was the windows, specifically these ones. Sometimes that one, especially if it's the car is parked further up. And like I said, when they run this motherfucker, I don't care how new your car is, it doesn't matter, obviously, because it comes through my fucking wall. There's the front of the car, there's the back of the car, there's my bed right fucking there. Right against the wall. So going on 12:30, my brain got a little methodical. I thought about calling 911 back, because I got a better idea. You know, the dispatcher suggested sending a fire truck. I'm like, what is that going to do for me? How are they going to help me? Because I didn't think about it at the time. Just like all through my life, I don't think about my real problems at the time. When it's time to tell somebody about it, I'm off on a tangent about some other shit. And I don't think about certain things, like we all do. Like the fucking vent being illegally on public property. So I should call them back. I should call 911 back and tell them to send the fire department and unclog the illegally placed sewer vent. That's what the fuck I should do. I should have them send the fire department. Rather, I thought of this. Tell them, maybe, perhaps, not to take up the fire department's time unnecessarily for that. And maybe you could send someone else, just as a suggestion. And if not, go ahead and send the fire department for them to unclog the vent from my sewer drain that's on the public property illegally, whereas our property management has gone for 5 or 6 months and we can't get a hold of the owner. Yeah. And I thought, maybe wait till tomorrow. Just wait till tomorrow. Just see what happens today. That's where the methodical part comes in. Just wait and see. Endure the abuse and wait and see. The factitious disorder's everywhere, so just fucking deal with it. I'm getting too old for this shit in my voice, can you tell? My voice says this shit's getting too old for me, and you can tell. 12:30 p.m. I'm autistic, goddammit, what the fuck do you expect? This is the proof. I also identify as a deaf person, and when I'm not deaf, my hearing is better than everyone's. More or less. So it seems. Sew it like it's ripped. Didn't catch them guys in suits going through the alley that way. One of them anyway. Ain't gonna wait around and see the other one. I shouldn't have cut. Didn't need to. There's some Mercedes Benz. Some rich lady going into it. She look rich. Let's go ask her for money. Go ahead, kids will play. Have your fun. KAC 7415. Going back the other way. Then another SUV peels off from this side, turns around and follows it. And that's a Lexus. I don't know if it's common here, but there it is. I mean, familiar. I'm not familiar, but it might be familiar. You know, like this guy's car, or not as familiar. But okay, you get the idea. Right. So I'm not sure. I don't care. 12:35 p.m. Alan's imagining that people are stalking his help flag to take a picture of it. And what's written above the windows? Hostile ENV and slum. We got a newcomer. Got a newcomer. oh, it's the Lexus guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He don't need a face. He's just the Lexus guy. Right? 12:38. He's not looking over here. That don't matter. JMZ 6949. Henry. SUV down the alley. This guy looking at me. No tag. Backing in. Dual motor Tesla backing into my driveway. He gets 2 feet of easement and he's gonna run over my brick. Kinda.
There's a 2 feet easement. He must be a guest for the neighbor, yeah? Unless he's here for me. Tesla dual motor, no plate on the back. I don't see any tag in the window. Oh, there's a tag in the window. Here's your tag in the window. Here's your tag in the window. Oh, well, I couldn't get it. I'm allowed to get your tag. 49717. I don't know. I don't know the first numbers, but yeah. 90, ending in 9717. A symbol. A symbol. Uh-huh. There's your tag. Prominently displayed. Improminently. In a tinted motherfucking window. 922YZ2. YZT. This fancy car show going on down that way to turn around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Honda, go down there to turn around and park there. Whatever about that. Look like a regular old plate to me. Uh-huh. So here I was filming the traffic when it all cleared the fuck out all at once. Uh-huh, whatever. Here's Alan paranoid that people are stalking him to see him gagging puke on his sofa while he's standing at the fucking window like, what the fuck, under a goddamn help flag. Ass is what he's hauling. Oh, he's been around a couple times. This way, back through that way, then suddenly from that way, going that way. I'm sorry, Teddy, but I'm afraid the FBI might not be out to help you. Wah, wah, wah. Check them rims. Always check them rims. Not too much noise right now. Seems pretty good. I can read. I'll be damned, I can read. I take a picture of the thing in front of your house that proves that I delivered it. Then I take a picture of your house. Then I take a picture of the package on your porch. But before I do that, I sit with my car door open and take a picture of the package, and I post that picture last. Then you can say I stole it. That's a joke. It's a funny one. At least I can laugh at them, right? Or would that be signs of insanity? Me just laughing all day about the shit. Like they do. Like everyone does. I proved it. By just fucking being me. And not putting up with bullshit anymore. And most of them tend to say, therefore it's a general consensus, is that they should do something about it. It's not a don't you think issue. It's a someone could have done something emergency. So I went and checked and saw that the dog didn't eat out. I heard the dog's toenails tapping. And no, she didn't. So I opened the door enough, the other door, enough for the dog to get there. She can come tell me when she needs out. And, you know, I'll be quiet now because the door's open and I'll let my mom sleep in at 12:52. And I'll mention, a couple days ago when we were arguing, maybe a week ago at the most, she was saying how she didn't feel good, that I was waking her up. You know, like 11 or some shit. Well, come to think of it, you go back in time, and besides the smoking in the same room as me my whole fucking life until I was 18, and then telling me when I come to visit I have to smoke outside, whatever, that's a tangent. Let's go to the time. Let's go there. Let's be there in the moment. Let's go to when I was sick on the sofa. I was 18, I think, and the stepdad flipped me off of it into the floor. And never mind the time he punched me in the back of the head while I was going down two stair steps down into our drop kitchen. Never mind that. Because that's pretty much the only really fucked up things he ever did. Except for locking me out of the house on Easter when I was like 6 or 7, rather 8. 8. Because I was interrupting them having sex. Because, you know, and then when I was like 10, I think, Mom beat me with her fists in my bed. And she doesn't remember it. Because I was making noises in my bedroom while they were trying to have sex. Then I was like 16, 17, I'd hear them fucking on the other side of the fucking wall. It drove me nuts. I didn't say shit about it. It was once in a while driving me nuts. I still didn't even have my own fucking door. I had my own room, not my own door. Before that, I never had my own fucking room. Back in the first place. Well, can't say in the first place. Let's say age-wise. Go back to when I was like 7 or 8, yeah. The wall was a plastic flim-flam fucking partition as if you separated this into 2 bedrooms with it.
Mom was raised in a car. We've always had nothing. Do I partially blame that on her? Am I to blame? As a trafficked human, and I have to explain what the fuck that means. That I was kidnapped and raised to be a servant to go out and make money. Do I need to say any more? I wasn't raised by either one of my parents. I wasn't placed in foster care. My shit's not dealt with. I'm a censored fucking trafficked human. Being terrorized by the system set in place to protect me. When I was abducted, i.e. saved from being burned with my mother, my real mother, I was taken to their home and given to my aunt by my grandmother. No paperwork required. Then brought here at the age of 2, I guess, across the interstate. That's very important that I was brought here via the interstate. It's going on 1 p.m. on a Saturday, December 27th. And you know what? Unlike other people, I hope my fucking phone is bugged. I mean, I've been sending out SOSs. So a quarter after 1 p.m., I'm sitting on the sofa about to calm down from pacing around. Right. And I hear my brother gag in the shower twice before. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, you know, now that it's going on 1, 2 p.m., you know, it's just, maybe nobody will show up. Hopefully not. You know, I'm expecting nobody. Right? But there's always the chance I'll be sitting on my sofa here and have a fucking flashlight shining at my face suddenly. Without notice. So at 1:18, I'm refilling my vaporizer to take a puff and kick back and chill out recreationally, you know? And I hear gag coming from the shower. So I hurry up and pick up my phone. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to record it. It's not that I wanted to record him gagging. It's not that I wanted him to gag because I wanted to be able to record it. I'm not manifesting garbage on my lawn and shit. Or am I? Am I manifesting that tree branch laying down like that because change is suggested in my local vicinity? Maybe good, maybe bad. Maybe I'm manifesting shit around me. Just magically, as if this were some kind of fucking dream I'm gonna wake up from. In the past, maybe. As someone else. There you go. There's your way out. There's your reality. Ain't no smoking allowed in this house. And this is a fake. And I hit this fucking thing 2 times every once in a while throughout the day. About that much if you can see it. You can see it. It kind of lingers, but it's vapor. It settles down to the floor. That's twice, and not even every hour. This place is non-smoking, upstairs and down. And they smoke weed upstairs. Let me reiterate from weeks ago in my vlogs, whatever, the planet vlog sphere. I was saying about how I couldn't smoke in the house because it would make my brother gag. I couldn't smoke in the hallway, but I was, I had to smoke in the hallway, and me smoking in the hallway was making him gag. And it wasn't. It was the red film of shit that was coming out of our fucking bathtub drain at 2 houses ago is what I'm talking about. Even then. And the last place, there he's gagging again, and the last place had the shit creeping up too. Now this place. So it wasn't my smoking. Just saying. It was us breathing shit. And we still are. And no one will do anything about it. And we're not allowed to, even if we could fucking afford it. And how fair is it to just make us fucking move again and again and again while torturing me and shit? Right. Here's me coughing with a slight, almost foamy mucus coming up. I think we're gonna have to keep this door shut because I'm gagging on that. Now I'm pacing, not because I like to pace or because I'm nervous, because my mouth is welling up with spit, and I'm having to clear mucus from my throat constantly. Spit it out, hold my breath, and go back into the house. And hope it stops. Fucking bullshit. Fuck you all. Go suck your own dicks. Oh, that's what the fucking problem is, isn't it? It's not that you have your head up your asses, no. So it's 1:29 p.m. Mom got up when I took the dog out 15 minutes ago or so. Okay. It's Saturday, so we can't do anything. Is verbatim what the 911 dispatcher told me the last time I called them. It's one of the things they said to me. I immediately got distracted and forgot what I said. Oh yeah, it's Saturday. The health department can't do anything on a Saturday. Huh. That's what the 911 attendant more or less said to me. More or less straightforwardly, yeah. Fuck weekends, and fuck you all with your holidays and your bullshit that just sets back what people are trying to accomplish. And let me get over that. Let me get on with myself here. A month and a half ago, I put a note. I made a handwritten fucking blah, 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 health department, division of code enforcement, with the number on it, and they do this and that and this and that and that. As I listed what I complained about, and handed it to Mom. Is all I got to say about that. Toss my hands up and gasp and walk away from it because I don't know what else to say about it. Other than maybe she's afraid to, or figures not afraid to. Figures, what the fuck is the point? At the last place, they came and looked for mold. Like I said, they wouldn't look for anything else. They weren't reporting anything else. Like I said, they were told to look for mold and only mold, and if we mentioned something else, they were told to shut us down. Okay, so what became of that? I'll tell you what the fuck became of that. What I've been saying the whole motherfucking time. They obstructed justice while I was seeking injunctive relief against my slumlord by locking me the fuck up for any little reason they could find, instead of getting me the injunctive relief forms. You can quote me on that shit. On to the point. If I hadn't made it, well, yeah, I made it. That it's what the fuck would be the point. I guess is her opinion. How about that? And I don't use the telephone because of my social anxiety caused by my clinic while they were on the phone abusing me through it. Still waiting on that fucking email address. From fucking 8 months ago, yeah. So I can convey and get the help I need, yeah. I sent them a fucking letter of no contact telling them to contact me, and it expired months ago. Like 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago, yeah. So I need someone to get me back in touch with my clinic because they lost me like Social Security and everyone else did. They lost me. Sometimes it's intentional. I don't know when. I don't think that matters. You want a fucking Christmas carol? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Say it 3 fucking times. Just keep on repeating the shit. See where it gets you. 153. Watch your little kids. Even when you're right with them, watch them. Because you're supposed to. You want to see my white noise machine? I have one. My white noise machine. You want to see it? You see it. My white noise machine. Sometimes there's sirens in the distance and it too. They don't bother me. Not that I am necessarily on my own bothered by the sounds of sirens in the distance. No. It's they could be coming for me. And not to help me. Not the way I need it anyway. So it was beep beep beep, beep 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 beep. You know, I don't like this shit. I don't like door slam or whatever. It's over there though. It was over there. It was. In fact, it was down there somewhere. It didn't really bother me. I'm just saying, there it was. And of course, another thing that bothers me about the sirens in the distance, it's not necessarily that it's bothering. No, I kind of misspoke. It's rather fucking disturbing that they look away as they go past my flag. And yeah, I realize I almost might look like some police ass bullshit holding my phone up all the time, recording everything. That throws me back to a thought of one time I was walking down near the market area toward downtown, not downtown, but toward it, closest you can get before our river and then downtown. Okay, and I don't know why I'm saying all that. An area where it was a open area park type, you know, made out of bricks, little walls to sit on and shit. Anyway, this dude's up in the middle of the shit, little plaza type little thing, you know, about the size of about the size of 2 lots here, you know, 2 lots, the greenhouse and the empty. And he's standing up in there filming the people going by. This old man who's holding out money and shit. I'm all walking past, like rubbing my fingers together, acting all silly and shit, because I saw a guy with their fucking cell phone and I spotted the scene. I recognize patterns easily. I was totally fucking with them people. In a way, by my potentially conspirative lewd act of I'm going to steal this guy's money. No, I didn't really sort of, it was a little quirky little gesture. And the guy filming had a serious face. And I'm like, yeah, this is what I thought it was. Because that's what I said to myself. And the old dude standing there kind of close to the curb, happened to ask me, do I have change? I had about a roll's worth of Times in my pocket or something like that. Change. I'm like, no, I don't. He's all holding his money out, counting it, flashing it. Let me get the fuck out of here, and I walk on by. Back to my point. Anyway, I can imagine how someone would think, that I'm watching you. You know, I'm eagle-eyeing you. I'm big brothering you. Yeah. Of course, it's I have a fill-in mailman once in a while. Yeah. Off topic. Anyway, I'll go ahead and say here now in this vlog sphere that I am my local militia. That's what I consider myself. I'm public security. I'm a security guard for your neighborhoods and your streets. You don't want to fucking believe it? You don't have to fucking believe it. I do what the fuck I want to do. I'm me. I do what I do. What the fuck you want? It is what it is. I got a badge to prove it. You might not believe in my badge, but the authority of my government above me vests in me my right to make whatever symbol or badge onto myself that I choose. I know that for a fact. And no, I don't have to take off my hat for anyone. According to your laws, the laws of the land, your laws, your legal limitations, I'm valid. So long as I remain unorganized. I know my shit. Therefore, I can't be seen as any either radical or terrorist organization or group, or person for that matter. They claim sovereignty. They do, they do, they do. So what's that mean for me and you? With that said, I declare that I consider myself an officer of the peace and for the people. Not some kind of crazy vigilante, even though that also starts with a V. There's just too little time and too many problems to address. So we just don't address them and waste our time. Baseball was allegedly America's favorite pastime. Why would they want to do that? Is that what you do when you're depressed? Jack shit. Not a damn. Hi, I'm Jack shit from Not a Damn. I could give a fuck less. Exactly. Message sent. I'm gonna record with my cell phone when I check the mail, and I don't get any mail today because I heard the mailman on the porch putting mail in a mailbox. So this is costing time unnecessarily. Not just inconveniencing me, it's disturbing my peace as well as interrupting business in progress. And that could even be me fucking off. Because you know how I kind of wait on the mailman sometimes. Sometimes I don't. And like I said, me having to stand out in the cold and wait if someone's going to tell me if they're going to take my package seems a little inappropriate, like I said. So I'm supposed to ignore the clapping on the doors that make my window jar and the thumping music and the whatever about the talking in a way, unless it's waking me up or keeping me awake or whatever. You know, forget all that. Ignore all that. Stop recording it. Just get to work. Get to work editing the shit and do something about it. Yeah. Fucking right. Let me go put on my motherfucking bike helmet. Jesus Christ, seriously. At this rate, Alan, you'll be living there soon. Not there, but there. Not even there. Not even there, not even there, but there. Hey, at least I'll have a fence in the yard and people will know to leave me the fuck alone. There, at least I can laugh. That's a fucked up laugh, ain't it? I'll tell you cocksuckers what. All the money that's supposed to be going to people like us, the victims, that they hide the complaint forms from, build your buildings downtown. That's where your money goes. To places to take more money from you. You go downtown to a kiosk to ask for a form, and they treat you like you're fucking off your goddamn rocker because nobody asks for it. Because they don't want anyone to have it. It's called justice. They keep it under lock and key. Mummified in red motherfucking tape. And all I got to say is cut the shit. It's 3:08. I'm watching my cartoons. I can't be bothered. I'm gonna go make sure the fan gets turned off. And the fucking rocker switch is that way for on as you're going out, and this way for off as you're going in. Ugh. And I can only say that without gagging because I was holding my breath until I spoke and I was only breathing out. Because I should hold my breath in my bathroom. Well, it's about 4:20 on a Saturday, and I got up too early. So I think I just might lay down and take a nap. You know, like the defense rests. Get it?